Alright, we're going to continue the C++ programming lessons. This is lesson 2. We're going to learn an overview of Visual Studio 2010 tonight. What we're going to do in this lesson is we're going to have an overview of Visual Studio 2010, and we're going to learn how to navigate around in Visual Studio 2010. Again, we'll be using the Express Edition. There was a download link in the previous lesson. Watch that video. There's an actual link in the description of the video, and you can download that and install it and follow along with the rest of us. Alright, what we're going to learn about in our overview of Visual Studio 2010 is we're going to learn about navigation first. Being able to navigate within the software itself is a very critical skill to have. You can customize your layout of Visual Studio. I don't recommend you do it right now, but you should still know how to do it, and you should be able to know how to set things back to the defaults. And we're going to look at how to create a new project in Visual Studio, because we don't create programs right off the bat per se. We create projects and we add assets to those projects, and the asset that we're going to add to our first project is going to be a source code file. I'm going to show you how to do that. A little tricky if you're not used to it. Until you do it like 3 or 4 times, it is a little tricky. So feel free to watch this video multiple times and practice. Alright, so we're going to do a demo of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click my Start button. I'm going to go to All Programs. I'm going to go to Microsoft Visual Studio 2010 Express, and I am going to start C++. I have both C++ and C# installed on my system. I'm just going to make sure I click on the C++ software, and here we have the start page for Visual Studio C++ Express Edition. We can either create a new project or open a project. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new project. Go. And when you create a new project, it asks you what type of project do you want to create. We are going to limit ourselves a little bit here just to Win32 console application. Make sure it says Win32, not CLR, Common Language Runtime console application. Win32 is the one I want. You want to be sure you just click on that just to make ultra sure. We have to give our project a name. I can say Lesson 2 Navigation, and I'm going to click OK. You want to make sure that Create a Directory for this solution is checked, and then you want to click OK. And this opens up the Win32 application wizard. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to click the Next button here. And here's where you can set some application settings. For what we're going to be doing in these lessons, you should uncheck the box that says Precompiled Header and check the box that says Empty Project. Okay, that gets you to totally new empty project, nothing in it, blank canvas, so to speak. So once you have that checked, and make sure you uncheck Precompiled Header, check Empty Project, make sure this says Console Application. It should say that by default, but just in case it doesn't, just make sure. Make sure neither one of these are checked, and we can click Finish. Right. Now when we click Finish, it creates our project for us over in our Solution Explorer. Alright, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a C++ source code file to my project. The way I'm going to do that is down here where it says Source Files. If you don't see that, it may be because this is collapsed in Solution Explorer. So just click that little arrowhead, right click on Source Code Files, click on Add, and then we want to click on a new item because we want to add a new item to our project. Go. Make sure that it says C++ file .cpp. CPP is for C++, and I'm going to name my source code file Navigation Demo, and then I'm going to click Add. There we go. And now I have a blank canvas for my source code I want to create my file in. Okay. Now, a couple things we can do in Visual Studio itself. The Solution Explorer. If you think the Solution Explorer takes up a little bit too much real estate, maybe you don't have enough screen size, small monitor, whatever, if you click on this thumbtack right here, there we go, the Solution Explorer hides itself over on the side. Okay? If you hover your mouse over the tab, it comes back up. You can work in Solution Explorer, and then when you move your mouse outside of Solution Explorer, it collapses or hides itself back. If you want to display your Solution Explorer all the time, you click on the thumbtack, and now it is revealed, right? It's not hidden anymore. It'll be there until you click the thumbtack again. If you click the little arrowhead to the left of the thumbtack, there we go. You can have it float. You can auto hide it. You can hide, which is the same thing as clicking the thumbtack. That type of thing. If you accidentally close out of any of these panes, we're not using the document outline or the toolbox. The toolbox is what you would use to add GUI elements to a Windows form, but we're not doing that yet. If you close out of one of these by accident, you can reveal it again, or you can have it shown again just by going to the View menu, Other Windows, and you can turn the Solution Explorer back on. There we go, and there's my Solution Explorer again. You can hold your mouse pointer on the line between Solution Explorer and your source code file, and you can expand or shrink this as much as possible. Get you a good little bit there. You might want to reveal it and then, you know, shrink it back maybe. The bottom, the output window, when we go to create our first program in the next lesson, we are going to see things in the output window here. Mainly what we see is syntax errors. Now, okay, if we create any syntax errors, a syntax error is basically a language faux pas, and the compiler will tell you about that. Again, if I accidentally close out of this, all I have to do is go to my View menu, Other Windows. Well, it's not there, is it? Toolbars? It's not there. Where is it? Right? The command window. We can bring up the command window, and that brings it up in the same spot. But we don't want the command window, we want the output window. View, Other Windows, Error List? No, it's not the error list. Let's see, what do we got here? We have View, Other Windows, Properties window? Nope, that's not it either. Let me see, where is this thing at? Pro Toolbox, Start Page, Extension Manager. Nope, we don't want to add, remove buttons. View, Other Windows, Error List, Properties window, Solution Explorer, Toolbox, Web Browser, Toolbars. Oh, that's right. I think it comes back when we debug our program. All right. So, well, nope. That's all right. We'll find it later. I'll show you in the next video how to get it back when we compile our program. That'll be a better way to do it anyway. So, you can take these tabs, or these panes, these task panes as they're called, and you can move them around. You see how this little thing comes up here? You can either take it up half the screen, take up the whole screen, and wherever you click it is where it's going to be docked. So I can move it over to the right hand side of my screen, which I'm not too big about doing. I'm going to move it back over to the left hand side of my screen. Just keep in mind that if you left click and hold on the title of the task pane, you can move it around. I can move it down to the bottom where it's going to take up the whole bottom. I'm not too big on taking up a whole bunch of my real estate like that, especially because I have all this white space over here. It's just not worth it to me. So I'm going to move this guy back over here where he belongs. Alright, so this is how we do this. Solution Explorer. We're going to be using Solution Explorer extensively in the next couple lessons here. Alright, so in this video we had an overview of Visual Studio 2010, and we learned how to navigate around in Visual Studio. Alright, and we'll be doing some more of this as our projects grow, and we're going to be exploring additional features and things such as that. So thank you for viewing my videos. I've noticed my subscriptions have gone up quite a bit, and I'd just like to thank everybody for that. Let me know what you think of my videos. Comment below. And if you have friends that are looking for the same type of information, suggest they subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. It's been great to really help you guys out. In the next lesson, we're actually going to create source code, and we're going to learn how Microsoft has this feature called IntelliSense that really helps us out. This is such a great leap forward for programming. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to create our first program. I can't wait to see you guys back for the next lesson. I'm going to generally probably be putting up about one lesson a night or one lesson a day. So just subscribe. You get the link, when the next lesson comes out. Alright? Have a great night. Thanks for viewing.